Now let's check this out, right? Aries. This is why you ain't shit. Now we're gonna start off with family. Aries, this is why you ain't shit when it comes to family and this motherfucker shit. You ain't shit because you create shit only you can be a part of. They got some weird ass mood, some emotion that almost make you look like a cancer sometimes. You get all weird emotional and shit. No one supporting, no one helping. What the fuck is there to help? It look like only shit that you created. Oh shit you know how to do. I said, let the Lord be with you. What the fuck you need us to do? I said, you ain't shit. Take that mood somewhere else. I said, real, you gonna go create some whole shit that you gonna create a whole spaceship that just got one seat. I said, just got a driver's seat. It ain't got no passenger seat, nothing like that. They got the nerve to complain. Why don't nobody want to ride on a passenger seat? Bitch, ain't no passenger seat on that spaceship. The fuck? You got no, it's a one-seat spaceship. The fuck kind of car is that? You float that ass, you ain't shit. Damn, you ain't shit. The fuck is wrong with you? I said real shit. They got the nerve to try to go around your family and shit like that. Like they the problem. You the problem. You put up in a spaceship only you can fit in. I don't know for that. I don't know for that. I don't know for that. Oh shit. I don't know for that. I don't know for that. Yo, flaunt that ass. They got to put this weird peer pressure on everybody else because they ain't got a spaceship that just got one seat. I said everybody else got, you be secretly jealous of shit. Everybody else got the back seat. Everybody else get to argue about the family don't get the minivan and stuff like that. Everybody can't fit in the minivan. We need more minivans and sprinters and shit. You be trying to like secretly create toxic scenarios with your family. Try to make everybody secretly have a spaceship like yours. Something with just one seat. And then try to play victim because you the only one with one seat. That's your fault, bitch. Yo, float that ass, isolated ass. You created that shit. Nobody created that but yourself. Oh, float that ass. You ain't shit. So that's why you ain't shit with your family and you ain't useful to your family and your family don't even know how to be useful to you. You somewhere mad complaining why they ain't useful. They somewhere thinking, I don't know what to be useful on. They pulled up to the family reunion in a spaceship with one seat. Like, we don't know what to do there. Like, what the fuck? Yo, float that ass. You don't need no help. Stop crying about it. Now let's go to your friends. That's why you ain't shit when it come to your friends. I said non-useful, just nothing. All right, now look, Aries, when it comes to friends, you ain't shit to your friends if they ain't doing shit you want to do. Do you even got any friends at this point? Like, you ain't shit. Like, you ain't no help in the hand. Can't nobody call on you, nothing. Can't nobody do nothing. In your mind, you think you got a lot of friends. In their mind, what happened to you? I said they thought they had friends. They ain't seen you in years and shit like that. What happened? In your mind, they still was around you. You just had them in your mind and you chose to separate your energy because they ain't doing the same thing you doing. In their mind, they thought you just like moved and not their friend no more or some shit. Like you just flonked out. You ain't shit. So you ain't shit when it comes to your friends either. And that's how Aries ain't shit. Soon as they get friends that ain't doing the same thing they doing, shit, is those even your friends anymore, Aries? You got to think real long. You dealing with all this emotional fluctuations and shit. Talk about, man, my friends ain't shit. In their mind, they don't even know if y'all still friends. You got to remember, you ain't called them in months. You got to remember, you ain't called me. Yo, flunked out ass. Yo, you ain't shit. They got the nerve to have some type of mood. Well, ain't nobody call me. They think I'm going to be the first to call them. Well, goddamn it, you going to have to be. They don't even know if y'all friends still. Y'all, you ain't shit. Damn, you ain't shit. That's an Aries. God damn, you ain't shit. You was non-useful to friends. So that's how you ain't shit to your goddamn friends. If you around people that ain't doing the same thing that you want to do and shit like that, shit, in your mind, you think they friends in everybody else's mind, they don't know if y'all still friends or not. I said, so y'all ask, do you got any friends? Front that ass. Let somebody else tell you might be at work or something like that, telling people, yeah, I have friends, but I had to leave them alone because they wasn't shit. In everybody else's mind, you just disappeared one day. You had a mood. You was trying to fight people. Everybody thought that y'all was enemies and shit. I said, so you don't know what's going on. You don't know if you coming or going. You just know you by yourself in some woods. That's it. You just know you by yourself crying to the moon. That's a wolf. Little wolf and wolfette. And all of that. Who made the Aries sign a ram? I think they need to change that to the lone wolf. And all of that. You ain't shit when it comes to friends. Now we gotta go to goddamn work. Now when it comes to goddamn work. Now here's the tired. Now let's check this out in this motherfucker, right? Now when it comes to you at work being a goddamn Aries, reason why you ain't shit, because you be trying to prove things and then you start feeling you no longer want to prove those goddamn things. So you easily use your fucking energy to be seen a certain way that you no longer feel comfortable with getting seen that way no more. Because you start getting taken advantage of. And that's why you ain't shit. Because you start working way weaker than everybody else, knowing you got way more energy, but yet you choose to not expose it because the energy you jumped in the first place, you was trying to show how many people, how much energy you got. Then you had secret other signs around you, other air signs that came up with good logic, like, well shit, I don't got to do this then because this person do that. Then once you catch on, you caught on too late. You got all wet off the likes and the energy and shit and thinking people was respecting what you was giving just to realize it was getting used against you. Now you got to become a person who ain't shit at work just like everybody else. But it means that much more when you ain't shit than everybody else because all that energy you put in. So you just ain't shit way more than everybody else now. You just ain't shit now. I'm saying, because you got to do your job even worse than everybody else is doing it when everybody else best way of doing it still look bad. Nobody told you to exert all that energy for your way of thinking this how I'm supposed to get like that work. Nobody told you to do that. Then weeks go past, you start to realize motherfuckers was using that against you. So your only way to not do it as much as everybody else is do it weaker than them. And then act like you in some certain mood to make that as an excuse for bet not about nobody say nothing about it and make that have other people thinking in their own mind like, oh, this is why they ain't working so good. They must got other things going on. When really secretly, it's the job that's going on in your mind and you no longer want to cater to that energy, but to everybody else, you ain't shit. That's all it boils down to now. Everybody else, you ain't shit. You ain't as good as you was the first couple of weeks. You ain't as good at, and it's like even worse because in your mind, you're like, nah, I know I could go hard, but I can't go harder than them because I got that ego there. Nah, because they're going to use me. And now you put yourself in a cage. But, hey, for your own validity, it don't matter how you feel inside. Everybody else just look at you like, you ain't shit. That's it. And now you got to suffer with that because every time you go to work, you know you could do a job better than somebody else. And they can like have some type of credit how they always do it better than you now. And you got to accept that. And you got to always just force yourself not to do it better. All because of that little energy you put yourself in. So it all boils down to you got all the good intent in the world. Don't mean in other people's minds and the managers ain't looking at you like you ain't shit though. I'm saying real shit, and you can't explain to them either because it's going to sound petty. It's going to sound petty why you ain't coming to work like you was the first couple of days. It's going to sound petty. You know better not to say nothing about why. You know what I'm saying? It's going to sound retarded as hell. So you like, all right, let's fuck it. Now get ready to start making up excuses to quit later. That's it. You ain't shit as Aries. You ain't shit with your family, friends, or at work. Next, Taurus. Thanks so much for the day.